The earliest evidence of human habitation in the Philippines dates back to around 67,000 years ago. Fossils discovered in the Taban Caves in Palawan provide insight into the early settlers of the archipelago. These early inhabitants, often referred to as the Taban Man, were among the first people to arrive in the Philippines, migrating from mainland Asia. Their presence in the islands marks the beginning of human history in the region. Around 4000 to 2500 BCE, the Austronesian-speaking peoples began their migration across the Pacific and Indian Oceans. These early Austronesian settlers, who originated from Taiwan, brought with them advanced maritime skills, agriculture, and a distinct language family that would eventually influence many of the languages spoken in the Philippines. The Austronesian migration had a profound impact on the archipelago. These early settlers established communities in various parts of the Philippines, including Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. They introduced new technologies such as rice cultivation, weaving, and advanced navigation techniques, which were crucial for the development of early Filipino societies. By the time of the arrival of the Spanish in the 16th century, the Philippines was home to a diverse array of cultures and societies. These early Filipinos lived in various forms of social organization, from small barangays, villages, to larger polities known as sultanates and rajanates. The social structure of these communities was typically hierarchical, with leaders such as datu, chiefs, or rajas, kings, overseeing the administration of the barangay or larger political entity. Trade and cultural exchange were integral aspects of pre-Hispanic Filipino life. The archipelago's strategic location along major maritime routes facilitated interactions with neighboring regions, including China, India, Japan, and the Malay archipelago. These interactions led to the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultural practices, enriching the pre-Hispanic Filipino societies. The Philippines is known for its remarkable cultural diversity, which can be traced back to its early inhabitants. Various ethno-linguistic groups, each with their own languages, customs, and traditions, emerged as distinct communities across the archipelago. This diversity is a testament to the rich tapestry of influences that have shaped Filipino culture over thousands of years. Among the notable early groups were the Tagalogs, Visayans, and Ilocanos, each of whom contributed to the development of distinct cultural identities. The Muslim sultanates in Mindanao, such as the Sultanate of Sulu and the Sultanate of Maguindanao, also played a significant role in shaping the cultural and political landscape of the region. The arrival of Ferdinand Magellan in 1521 marked the beginning of Spanish colonization in the Philippines. The Spanish imposed their language, religion, and political system on the archipelago, which had a profound impact on the Filipino people. The Spanish colonial period introduced new elements to Filipino society, including Christianity, European architectural styles, and new forms of governance. While the Spanish colonization brought significant changes, it also led to resistance and the preservation of many aspects of pre-Hispanic culture. The fusion of Spanish and indigenous elements resulted in a unique Filipino identity that continued to evolve throughout the colonial period. The Philippine Revolution of 1896 and subsequent independence from Spanish rule in 1898 marked the beginning of a new era for the Filipino people. The American colonial period, which followed, introduced further changes to Filipino society, including the establishment of democratic institutions and the use of English as a primary language. Throughout the 20th century and beyond, the Philippines has continued to evolve as a nation, navigating challenges such as Japanese occupation during World War II, the martial law era, and ongoing efforts to address social and economic issues. Despite these challenges, the Filipino identity remains deeply rooted in its diverse historical and cultural heritage. Today, the legacy of the first Filipinos can be seen in the rich cultural tapestry of the Philippines. Traditional practices, languages, and customs continue to be celebrated and preserved, reflecting the enduring influence of early Austronesian settlers and pre-Hispanic societies. Festivals, art, and literature often draw upon the stories and traditions of the early Filipinos, celebrating their contributions to the nation's history and identity. The ongoing efforts to preserve and promote this cultural heritage are a testament to the resilience and creativity of the Filipino people.